Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is 17th October 2025. It's a Friday. I'm sure all the bulls are looking forward to a peaceful weekend because they've had a fantastic run last couple of days. And, the FIs are also joining into the party. They've cut quite a bit of their short positions on the Nifty futures from 92.5. They've now come to some 86 levels. Still high, but I think the FIs are now beginning to unwind their shorts because lots of good news seem to be on the horizon. The biggest possibility of a good news could be the phone call which happened yesterday between Trump and Putin, where they both agreed that next week they'll meet in Budapest. This morning, US time, Trump is meeting with the Ukrainian head, Mr. Zelensky, and they're going to discuss about what happened on the discussions between Trump and Putin. So there is one more step. Trump is very confident that this will be the ninth war which is going to stop. And if that happens, I think the markets will react positively, especially Indian markets, because we are having this threat from US on the oil which we are buying from Russia. Oil prices have come down. They are now hitting $60 on the Brent. Already, the market is assuming that some good thing will come out next week. So, war is sometimes good, but also peace is always better than war for the markets. So, yesterday, what happened? Nifty gained about 1% on extraordinary volume. Bank Nifty also gained. The entire market gained. I think only PSU Bank Index did not do well. PSU Bank Index has been running very hard for all these days and weeks, and I think a good rest is required. So yesterday's volume were more than 1 lakh crores, about lakh and 10,000 crores. Advance decline were 2:1. But you see, what happened was the two where the advances went were mostly in the large caps. So it was a large cap rally yesterday, I would say, not the micro cap or not the small cap. Mid cap also did not do too well. But nevertheless, whatever we get today as a bull, we should accept it with grace. So mid caps and small caps actually ended in green for the second session. All sectoral indices did well. The top performer was Nestle. The worst performer was Eternal. So what did the FIs do? We know that in the F&O, they have cut their shorts on the Nifty. In the cash market, they bought close to 1,000 crores, which is, I think, one of the really big ones. And DI continued to buy around 4,000 crores. So totally 5,000 crores have been bought. So I think a floor has been set. So if you take it day before yesterday's lows could be the stop loss for the bulls on the short term. So what happened globally? European markets continue to be strong because the political scenario is improving there. FTSE and DAX were steady. However, in the US, Dow Jones came down by 0.65%, S&P also 0.63%, and Nasdaq also fell. The reason for the fall was there are tremors in the banking system, especially in the mid-sized banks. We remember what happened in March 2023 when lots of banks, Silicon Valley Bank, it started the rout of all the mid and small-sized banks, and the Fed had to come and rescue them. So it looks like another rescue is required because the banking index fell quite a bit yesterday, or I think 4 to 5%. Many of the banks fell 10%. So as I said, oil is down. Gold and silver continue to hit new highs. Steadily, both of them are going up, and people are getting scared. Even the bulls are getting scared as to why these prices are not coming down. But that is the power of, for especially in silver, that is the power of what shall I say, a stock or a security or a sector which has been lying dormant for nearly 45 years. 1980 to 2025 is 45 years. You have suppressed it. Now is the time for it to perform. It will be very volatile. Yesterday also we saw huge volatility in Indian market. In fact, silver Bs fell 6%. It panicked a lot of bulls, and a lot of bulls apparently have closed their positions. A lot of people came to me and asked me, what should I do? Should I sell? Now, all I can say is we bought silver Bs yesterday and gold Bs. We are seeing something bigger on the horizon in a year's time. I don't know what will happen today or next week. We don't know that because it's heavily overbought. So, and people are panicking. The bulls are panicking more than the bears, which is very surprising because we are almost trading at all-time highs on the Indian market, and the global market are hitting new and new highs. Bulls should not be panicking, but that is the nature of the beast. People get scared that they've got so much money in such short time and they try to book profits, and it ends up in losses or opportunity losses. So Asia has been not doing well today, primarily because what happened in the US, and US futures are also down. There is that fear that the contagion may spread to other banks. While the large banks have reported very good results, but the mid and small size have reported poor results. So across the board, Asia, whether you take Hong Kong or Japan or Singapore, all of them are down significantly. Lots of results yesterday. These Geo financials came with better than expected. Wari Energy is better than expected. Vikram Solar and Suntech also, Suntech Realty also came with better than expected results. So there will be, I suspect, some positive reaction by the market to these 4 5 stocks. In line was Infosys, Wipro, LTI Mindtree, Zomato, Cyient, and CIE Auto. Already reacted yesterday because it came during market hours. Infosys, I feel, is very poor. Actually, it is in line with estimates of the analysts. I think their Infosys and Wipro were down in the US markets, but we cannot exactly compare. But I don't think US Infosys and Wipro were any good. LTI Mindtree, I think, was good, but still, you never know. This also may get clubbed with other large tech IT companies, and it may also have a correction. Rallies and Punjab and Sindh Bank were poor, so I think they may get beaten. Probably that is the reason why PSU banks were under pressure. So another specific company-related information: Bharat Forge and Rolls-Royce have signed an agreement, and that should they're supplying Bharat Forge will be supplying fan blades to Rolls-Royce engine, so that Bharat Forge should be also in the focus. The other stocks which could be in the focus on the positive manner is BEML, which have they're collaborating with Kynico, a company on advanced composites for aerospace and defense. Defense companies continue to get orders. Railways also continue to get orders, but it takes time for completing the order. So one has to be careful. Zaggle Prepaid Ocean Services are tied up with. They've amended their agreement with Bob Cards, which means they may get better commission, is what the report says. So Zaggle could be also in the positive, binoculars of the bulls. HCL Tech has expanded its partnership with Zscaler. Biocon has got something to do with some new achievement as far as diabetes drugs are concerned. But Biocon has been a dud. It is very difficult. We hold it, but it hardly moves. So you have to be very, very careful. Then you have India Glycols, which is raising some money. It's always good that they're going for expansion. So preferentially allotment is coming at 915 rupees. Godrej is increasing its stake in Godrej Capital. Canara Bank has reduced its stake in Canara Robeco. That money should be useful for Canara Bank. I think Canara Bank should be one of the real star performers. If all things being equal, we hold Canara Bank. So that disclaimer is there. Then, if you look at earnings scorecard, above estimates were about 10 large companies out of 50, Nifty 50, 10 have come. Out of that, 50% are better than estimates. Inline at 2 and mixed is 3. So generally, the earnings season has opened well. As far as the analyst expectations are concerned, I am not very kicked with quite a few of them, especially as I said, IT. I'm not at all impressed. So analysts had brought down the expectations, but I think it means nothing. So sooner or later, they may be sold off. The good news right now, as we go along to trade, is that the markets have moved on from their resistances, and short covering is there by FIIs, and there is a possibility of a peace deal in the next few days, and there's a possibility of a tariff reduction for India in the next fortnight. But the negative thing is the mid-sized bank problem is restarted. There seems to be no liquidity in the system, and the Fed has to come in. So there could be a lot of volatility for that. Gold and silver will be in focus today because they got hammered yesterday. This silver beast for silver ETFs. Gold also didn't move anything on Indian market. So I think today may be a different day. So whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.